He made this day for us, and I'm determined, and I hope you are as well, to live it for Him. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to share with you in this celebrative moment. As a matter of fact, the Lord says in His Word through a prophet, write the vision and make it plain, so that every generation after you, when they read it, can follow it clearly. For your Word says, unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchmen stay awake in vain. It's vain for you to rise up early and to sit up late.
How do you know where to start at when it's just so much blight and devastation all around? And he said, that was easy. You start at the corners, you get the best bang for your buck. And we decided that we wanted to do something with the entrance on Franklin and Martin Luther King Boulevard, developing the entrance on Martin Luther King and Franklin Street, because this entrance is sort of a gateway to Baltimore City. So many people, when they come in, because we're right off of 95 and 395 and 295, they come right through this and they get so many impressions about who we are as a city. And we wanted to show them that we are strong, that we are able, that we are capable, and that this is a good place to live. Everybody in agreement with it? Yeah. Baltimore is a beautiful place to live. But everything happens according to the timing that it's supposed to happen. The Community Catalyst Grant was put out there, and it was put out, and we applied for the Community Catalyst Grant and was able to receive it. And that Catalyst Grant was the catalyst that we needed in order just to start to grow, because they said, yes, we will give you $40,000. We took on a over $200,000 project.
We know more than anybody probably what this used to be, and to see where we are standing here today. For us as young kids, we wouldn't think this was possible, but this is an example. Heritage Crossing is an example of what can be in Baltimore. And I said it before and I said it again, everything of blight, every piece of infrastructure or property in the city that has been disinvested in our city, is really about how we have to take the slow churn of progress and really what equitable growth looks like in the city. So when a community like Heritage Crossing dedicates itself to accomplishing something that many people think is so simple, but that means so much, it shows what Baltimore is truly about. And despite facing the historic challenges that we face in Baltimore, from redlining to violence to overdose and substance abuse, Heritage Crossing keeps pushing forward. And yes, Miss Allen, we will go back and attract those people back in our city. And as you said, the only way to do it is together. This neighborhood is now a stable community, connecting its residents to opportunity. And it's truly a story of an African American community that banded together to overcome and to put itself in a position not just to survive but to thrive. I'm proud to say and happy that our Community Catalyst Grant could provide $40,000 support and to help and support the Central West Gateway Project. CCG program truly did as a catalyst to this project, but many others across the city. And we are here today because of the Heritage Crossing Association. They put in the effort. They put in the time to raise over $200,000 for this project. So let's give them a round of applause. This project represents that work, that labor, that love. So now that everyone will see when they come down MLK, a project and a gateway that shows, that welcomes people into a neighborhood, that's going to want people to say, well, let me go see what's down this little walking trail here. And they will come see Heritage Crossing and know that West Baltimore is back on the rise, and we're going to continue to soar. And I am certain that we will continue to see community improvement that will attract interest, future residents, future homeowners, future business owners, future development right here in West Baltimore. And we're going to do that in an equitable way so that we can be the best version of Baltimore that we've ever been.
I mean, gateways are entryways into things that are either good or bad. But the gateway in this community is significant. I grew up down here. This used to be called the Bottom. Everything over there on the Pennsylvania Avenue side was a part of it. Projects existed down here. The great stars who performed at the Royal Theater, they drew from this community and other communities. And I never thought in my lifetime that I would see not only the demolition of all of that, but the construction of all of this. This is a beautiful community. It's been here for a good while and is not going anywhere, and has established a great footprint in the city of Baltimore.
There's a lot of good stuff going on in this part of Baltimore. We talked about the reimagining of MLK, and now just this week, we're going to start planning with the University of Maryland and the communities along here to bring the MLK back to its glory and make sure that it complements the gateway that Janet has prepared for us. It's an honor to be here to celebrate. This is one of many things in the list of things that I just talked about that are happening here in Central West Baltimore, and what a great day that it is. And it just shows, if you look at the back of the program, and Janet has done an awesome job at highlighting all of the various people. But to make change in our communities, it often takes partnerships beyond just one neighborhood. It takes the public and the private investments and communities to come together. And so I'm so grateful to the opportunity to be here today to share with you and your accomplishment. And I look forward to the next project. Thank you so very much.
It's amazing that we stand here right in this gazebo and the symbolism of what this point, what this period, what the grounds that are here today means to the entire city. This is the birthplace of the first city park. Many people don't understand or know that, but that's special. I mean, when we talk about the memories of young folks that have come through this area, when we talk about the conversations of family members that have had in this particular area, when we talk about the things of trying to move our city forward, that people were able to gather here in this area is so important. And when we talk about communities and we see the development that we've had here in Heritage Crossing, we understand and know that this is the symbol of what progress can mean all across our city. Young folks that can grow up in conditions that are environmentally safe, in houses that have the sanctity of growth and development for them, and communities that continue to build the city of Baltimore. That's what Heritage Crossing is. And it doesn't start with just brick and mortar. It starts with leaders like Ms. Janet Allen. And when we see private-public partnerships, when we see the state and the federal government as well as the city working together, this is what we really need to visualize throughout our entire city. So in Heritage Crossing, thank you for being our doorstep today. So thank you so much for all your hard work, your leadership, and staff.
Janet, I'm so thankful to you for your vision for this project, and more importantly, your persistence, as Senator Hayes talked about earlier. And anyone that knows Janet knows that Janet has never been accused of not being persistent. Never, ever. There were a number of city employees who worked to try to find creative ways to be helpful and supportive to make Janet's vision, the board's vision, become a reality. And that's what we're here today to celebrate.